In this video, you will witness some of the most intense and fascinating encounters ever recorded on the African savanna, from the muddy riverbanks to the golden plains of the Masai Mara. Every moment has been meticulously documented. Stay with us until the very end, as what you are about to see will shift your entire perspective on the natural world. It all begins with an adult giraffe attempting to protect her young calf. As several lionesses slowly creep in from the flanks, others maintain a strategic distance, cutting off any potential escape routes. The giraffe, standing over 5 meters tall and weighing more than 1 ton, possesses an incredibly effective defensive weapon, the powerful kick of her hind legs. The turning point comes when one of the lionesses finds an opening and lunges toward the giraffe's back. The others close in, seizing the momentary distraction to strike. Even under such intense pressure, the giraffe continues to fight back. Gradually, however, the sheer weight of the pride and the mounting exhaustion begin to turn the tide. Her fall marks the end of a battle defined by strength, strategy, and sheer persistence. In the murky, swollen waters of the Talek River in March 2026, Oloimina, the imposing male of the Rongai Rockers Coalition, took center stage in a high-stakes moment. This perilous crossing is driven by a strategic need for leadership. Oloimina bears the responsibility of managing 2 distinct groups, the Fig Tree and the Rongai Rockers Prides. This constant movement between territories, essential for the protection of his offspring, forces him to brave the Talek River during peak floods. It is here that a Nile crocodile enters the frame. The big cat's survival instinct allowed him to detect the reptile's signature ripple just in time to execute a lateral burst of speed, reaching the far bank before the underwater predator could strike. This narrow escape was crucial for the region's entire social structure. Had he perished, every neighboring pride would have faced systemic destabilization. The survival of the living legend, as Oloimina is known by the reserve's trackers, maintains the ecological balance of a vast stretch of the savanna. Meanwhile, other species must make critical decisions in absolute solitude. This photograph captures the exact moment a spotted hyena, identified as female 04, reaches the shallow breaking point on the eastern bank of the Mara River. Just a few meters behind her, the unmistakable silhouette of a Nile crocodile, roughly 4 meters long, breaks the surface. About 30 minutes before this sighting, female 04 was part of a group of 3 individuals patrolling the opposite bank when they lost a wildebeest carcass to a nomadic lion. While the other 2 members of the clan hesitated at the edge of the brush, she pressed on, choosing a point with a weaker current for her crossing. The crocodile, in a state of metabolic rest, detected the vibrations in the water. In the seconds following this shot, female 04 hit dry land with a precise lateral leap, gaining a 2-meter advantage that kept her just out of reach of the snapping jaws. By the skin of her teeth, she avoided being dragged into the depths. There are encounters where neither side has any intention of backing down, and that is precisely where the savanna reveals its cold, hard logic. 6 jackals corner a single honey badger. Mathematically, the outcome seems obvious. However, the honey badger, also known as the ratel, is one of the most unique mammals on the planet, and its greatest asset isn't strength or speed. It is its skin. Exceptionally thick and anatomically loose, it acts like a suit of jointed armor. When a jackal manages to land a bite, the badger simply turns within its own skin to instantly face its aggressor. Compounding this, its scent glands secrete a compound with an intensely foul odor. The scene ends in a result that, by the logic of the savanna, is a resounding victory for the badger. On the African savanna, height is a giraffe's greatest ally, serving as a natural watchtower that can spot danger from kilometers away. However, an act as simple as quenching its thirst becomes one of the most vulnerable moments of its life. With a neck that can reach 2 meters in length, it is forced to splay its front legs and lower its head, momentarily losing its peripheral vision and the ability to make a quick getaway. Lurking nearby, lionesses watch every move. When the giraffe finally senses the danger, we see an explosion of energy. Despite their awkward appearance, an adult giraffe can reach surprising speeds of 60 kilometers per hour. In this specific encounter, the giraffe's agility and height prevailed. The physical toll of a hunt is exhausting. And for the big cats, knowing when to call off the chase is vital to preserving energy for the next opportunity. Fortune, however, is not always on the side of the young. In this recent sighting, a juvenile African elephant had its hind legs stuck in the thick mud of the riverbank, a condition that compromised its mobility at a critical moment. On that day, with temperatures soaring, the juvenile's family group was moving toward the reservoir. Driven by thirst, the youngster wandered about 50 meters ahead of the herd. A crocodile was submerged near the muddy edge when it began its advance. Alerted by the juvenile's low-frequency rumbles and cries, the herd reached the bank in a full charging formation. The matriarch entered the water with determination, directing powerful thrusts at the reptile's body. For the next 2 hours, the herd isolated the juvenile within a protective circle under the shade of the trees, 200 meters from the water's edge. In the vast plains of the savannah, survival is a game of patience and precision. Under the scorching sun, the seemingly empty terrain hides a lioness. Taking advantage of the low scrub and the color of her coat, she remains motionless. A few meters away, a lone zebra wanders by. When the distance is closed to the absolute minimum, tension explodes into pure action. The lioness's goal is clear: leap onto the prey's back, using her weight to throw it off balance and reach the neck. At the exact moment of impact, the zebra performs a sudden maneuver, and then... This outcome highlights the complexity of wildlife interactions. Although lionesses are elite predators, the success rate of a solo hunt is surprisingly low, often not exceeding 20%. If you enjoyed this mini documentary, please leave a like to help me keep producing these videos that I love so much. Nature always has more to show us.